YouTube! I'm Big Boy Man, and welcome to part 2 of my Evolve review trilogy. Okay, so now I'm going to address a couple of the more popular complaints about Evolve and defend it against those complaints, because I don't really see them as problems. First of all, it's gotten pretty common for people to call this a running simulator. I don't understand what they're talking about. It's a hunting game. What did you expect? You're going to be hunting. You're going to be running around. It's not like the game is nothing but running. There's tons of stuff that you're doing in the process. You're fighting wildlife, you're traversing, you're using jetpacks. And if you have a good hunting team, there are so many tools at your disposal to find the monster and hunt them down. Val has the tranq gun, slows them down, highlights them for everyone else. Kyra has the speed boost, close the gap between you and the monster. Maggie has Daisy. If you know how to use Daisy, she's great for tracking the monster. Maggie also has harpoon traps, can slow the monster down. Griffin has sound spikes that act like proximity sensors that will show a nav point of where the monster is whenever he gets too close to them. Griffin has a harpoon gun. He can shoot the monster and hold him in place until the monster breaks the harpoon. Abe has tracking darts. He can shoot the monster, creates a nav point for the whole team about where the monster is in real time. He can shoot wildlife. If the monster eats that wildlife, same effect. He has stasis grenades. He can slow the monster down considerably with those. All three trappers have mobile arenas that trap the monster in a small space, so he's much easier to kill. Bucket can take off his head, use it as a UAV, mark the monster, and create a nav point for everyone to see in real time. And Cabot has dust tagging, calls in an aerial strike, dust tags the entire area. If the monster's nearby, it highlights him, you can see him through walls. In addition to that, there's footprints. There's birds that the monster can startle. There's carrion birds that will come down and eat what the monster has just killed. All of these will tell you where the monster is at that moment. You can follow fresh corpses. You can look at trees and various things that have been knocked down by the monster. There's 360-degree audio. You can track the monster with hearing. If you're close enough to the monster, you can hear if he's to the left or to the right. There's so many ways to track a monster. And if you don't have the patience or the attention span or just the desire to play a game like that, that's fine. There's plenty of other games suited to your needs, but that doesn't mean you have to shit on this one just because you don't understand how it works or because it's not your preferred play style. Another complaint is lack of content. People saying there's not enough to the game. There's no campaign. That's basically a no-win. That's a lose-lose for the developer. If you don't put in a campaign, there's going to be a group of people who bitch about there being a lack of content. If you do put in a campaign, there's going to be a group of people who bitch about a tacked-on campaign taking the devs' attention away from the multiplayer. So that's kind of a moot point. It doesn't matter which direction they go there, someone's going to bitch about it. Anyone acting surprised or outraged about the vanilla game is really just being obtuse, because there was an alpha and there was a beta for you to be able to see what the game had to offer. And the game came exactly as advertised. Turtle Rock did not in any way embellish what the game was. They said it was 4 versus 1 asymmetrical multiplayer. It is. Are there 12 hunters? Yes. Are there 3 monsters? Yes. Are there 12 maps? Yes. Are there 4 game types? Yes. That's all that they said it would be, and that is exactly what it is. You wouldn't walk into a pizza shop and say, hey, what's up with that pepperoni pizza there? And the owner says, well, here, would you like to try a bite? And you try it and go, maybe. And then they say, hey, would you like to try a slice? And you go, oh, let me try a slice. And you eat the slice and go, hey, I don't know, that might be all right. And then they say, hey, the pizza's for sale now. You want to buy it? So you buy it, and it was advertised as having a crust and having tomato sauce and having cheese and having pepperonis. And then you get it, and you go, what the fuck is this? This isn't a Supreme Stromboli. This is bullshit. What a ripoff. You were buying a pepperoni pizza. You weren't buying a Supreme Stromboli. Okay? There's not peppers or onions or hamburger or bacon or whatever else you're expecting. It is exactly what they said it would be. A regular pepperoni pizza. And pepperoni pizzas are delicious. If you don't think that's enough for the price, that's fine. That's your opinion. But they told you what the game was going to be. So I don't know what the problem is with that. People talking about lack of content. You knew what the content was going in. Calm down. So at this point, I can imagine plenty of people out there saying, how much is 2K paying you, you fucking fanboy? Bet you love the feel of that turtle cock up your ass, don't you? Well, no, okay? I have some major issues with this game, and I'm going to get to them after one more defense. And this is the most controversial one, the DLC. Okay? I feel like there's this Pavlovian response people have to DLC, that they just automatically go, DLC, corporate greed, consumer fleecing, DLC, And obviously some companies are going to take unfair advantage with DLC, but that doesn't automatically make all DLC evil. And Evolve's DLC is easily some of the least offensive I've seen in a long time. People were going nuts about there being Day 1 DLC. Oh my god, there's $130 of Day 1 DLC. It's all cosmetic. It doesn't affect the game. It's not pay to win. It's nothing that you need. It's optional. I don't care if they put in $1,000 of Day 1 DLC if it's optional and cosmetic. It doesn't affect the gameplay at all. It's just a way to help them support the game. It's a little bit of fun for people who like cosmetic alterations. I mean, fuck me. I bought the Bog Monster Pack. I got green monsters now. Oh my god, I'm contributing to the problem. No, I want to support the game, and I think the green monsters look cool. Hey, win-win. Turtle Rock obviously isn't playing to a broad casual audience. They're playing to a dedicated core, people that are going to love the game and stick with it. And so since they're going to have a smaller fan base, having cosmetic DLC helps to support the game. There's no problem with that. And it seems like a lot of people who are bitching about this are forgetting that there's going to be completely free DLC. They're going to release maps. Everyone gets the maps for free. There's going to be new game types. Everyone gets the new game types for free. And even if you don't buy new monsters and new hunters, you still get to play against them and with them. You can have DLC hunters on your team that you haven't bought. You can fight against DLC monsters you haven't bought. They're not trying to split up the fan base. The only restriction whatsoever to any of the DLC is if you don't buy a playable character, you can't play as them. And you don't even have to buy them all in a bundle. You can pick and choose them. That is awesome. Now, you can debate, maybe it's too expensive. $15 for a monster, $7.50 for a hunter. Maybe it would have been better for it to be like, I don't know, $3 a hunter and $8 for a monster, or $5 for a hunter and $10 for a monster, whatever. That's all debatable, okay? That's down to personal taste, what you think the game is worth. But the fact that you can pick and choose is very meaningful, okay? My friend that I play with, he hates playing as the monster. Well, guess what? Whenever a monster comes out and it costs $15, he doesn't have to spend that $15. If someone only likes to play as the medic, that's all they have to buy is the medic. They don't have to buy a support, an assault, and a trapper just so they can play the one character they like. They're giving you options. They're just doing it like a MOBA. In MOBAs, you have new characters come out. You can pick and choose who you buy. They have cosmetic stuff to help support the game. So what? It's no big deal. The DLC with this game is fine. Okay? Now obviously this is just my personal opinion. I might be overlooking some big issue that is beyond my scope of understanding right now, but this is how I'm seeing it at this point. I don't know what the big deal is. I feel like people who are complaining about running simulators and the lack of content and cosmetic DLC are just picking quick and easy targets to get their cynical bitch fix on. There's always someone to bitch about something. You know, I'm bitching about people bitching. Oh no, I'm a hypocrite, whatever. The problem I have with this is that it's distracting from the real problems of this game, okay? Matchmaking, loading times, and disconnects. That is what is fucking this game up. That will be the topic of my final video. Now, if I pissed all over your shit parade by criticizing your criticisms, don't you worry, grumpy butt. There'll be plenty of negativity for you to latch onto in my next video. You'll love it. Until then, I'm Big Boy Man. Hey, thanks for hearing me out.